Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Herbert off of play action. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. The offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 yard is the loss. They back up even further to a 3rd and 15. Here's Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Well, he was good as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Back to throw here.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
It's caught by OBJ. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On first down, it's Herbert. He finds his target, Beckham. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Steps away to his left. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise, as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, the big play prior to this one got him down there, and they're able to stick it in on the very next snap.
And I think those last 2 plays, that's what you're talking about, balance, right? Big pass play, puts them in position, turn right around and hand it off, and you've got a running play that finishes it off in the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The throw over the middle taken in, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 26.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now they try the right side here. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
It's now 3rd down and 3.
Now it's Herbert. He's going to launch it for Washington. And it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And the Raiders will have solid...
position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
That's caught by Waller out left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. On second down, Jacobs. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
24-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Oh, what a move. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Herbert now. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. On Herbert, his third interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. The drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Brandon, I won't go overboard here, but it looks like he's off to another nice start after what he did last week when he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And obviously a great start to the season, doing it in week 1. He's one of those guys we maybe had pegged for a big year, showing out so far.
Hey, you did say that to me in preseason. Looks like you're on target.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. On first down, it's Jacobs. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll set up to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Howard. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. Boy, that's tough, Charles. First play of the drive, you're hoping to stay ahead of schedule. You take that huge sack, and now you're facing second and a mile.
And the entire time, you were probably thinking the same thing I was. Either get rid of the...
He's got a man, complete. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Chris Godwin, 87 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Charger drive about to get going. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Rashawn Gary showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by Howard. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they've rallied and made the tackle.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they show confidence in their defense by punting it away.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
He'd had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Herbert on 3rd down now. Eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Complete to Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. Play action. It's Herbert. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, L.A. Odell Beckham, 46 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Raiders 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Chargers on third down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Rolling to his right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Carlson now to add the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Chargers 17. Raiders 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. On the move to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46-yard line.
Second and 4. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. Touchdown, Raiders.
Touchdown.
Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. For Henry Ruggs, he was the fastest runner at the 2020 Combine, ran the 40 in 4.27. That is fast, folks, and that's speed in evidence there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
55 is mine, guys, 55. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. What?
Now it's Herbert. Flushed out right. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Eluding the pressure right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
75 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Here's Jacobs. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal.
7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a duel in the Lone Star State. It's the Raiders and the Cowboys, next on Madden NFL 22.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former fourth-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 13 carries, 66 yards.
So, partner, 2 games worth, he's leading the league in rushing, so he's now trending. Is that what they talk about nowadays? You talk about trending? That's what he's doing. He'd like to continue it here in this game.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard. Prescott now. He finds his man, complete. It's Shelton. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott looks to throw on first. Able to hit his target, Lamb. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Well, this defense for the Raiders, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 16 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man, that's Renfro. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there for the Raiders. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll take this one down to the 36. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
And he'll look downfield for Waller, and that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Fights him off. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. On third down, it's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, 33 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point up and through. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Come on now, let's go!
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On second down now, it's Jacobs. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
7 yards to pick up there. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I'm going back to you.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Shelton. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Prescott on 1st down. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll make it 2nd down. These two teams all tied after 1. On second down, Elliott. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there. I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Second down at 4. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Just enough push up front. He only needed about 6 inches. He didn't get a whole lot more than that.
No, but he made sure he got enough so they didn't have to worry about measuring it or making it even close. Ends up picking up a couple of yards in a situation, as you noted, where he only needed inches.
And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass. Elliott able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year, and the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but nope.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
And he'll look downfield for Waller, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. It's a big play there for Vegas.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
The kick by Carlson is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7th. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders have recovered. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Second and 2. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL. But if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Back to throw here. And that is caught. It's Ruggs. Touchdown, Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And you figure, Charles, they have enough time here in the first half, more than a minute, to put a drive together, at least get them in position to try a field goal.
Yeah, they've got all 3 timeouts at their disposal, so I'm actually thinking bigger. With those 3 timeouts, that amount of time on the clock, I'm thinking about trying to get a touchdown and settle for a field goal.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards. Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott yet again. Over the middle, complete. That's Washington. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. From the red zone now, Prescott. Touchdown! It's complete. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point safely through, and that will make this a 4-point game. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. On the return comes Drake. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up in...
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we roll the highlights of the game he's had. You know, when we talk about wide receivers and how you shut them down. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first.
They've got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. The play-action fake, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. Touchdown, Raiders! Darren Waller with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something, because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. To throw is Prescott. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Taken in at the 22. It's a net of 40 there. Punt of 48 and a return of 8. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 48 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They go play action here on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go, baby.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The time to get another look at this Cowboys offense. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. A first down throw for Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throwing. Prescott. Washington's got it.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his man, complete. It's Shelton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. The give is to Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up.
Touchdown, Cowboys! CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. The extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return comes Drake. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I have to think that when this play began, the running back thought to himself that this looks promising, but that feeling certainly didn't last very long. Super play defensively to lock in on the best route to his target, and he stopped him for no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They'll set up a throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll run on 1st down. Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. On play action, they'll throw. Rolling to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort Cowboys have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. On the return comes Drake. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice. Usually they go over this type of a situation.
They'll look to throw. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the... Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So Dak Prescott in the offense. Down by a field goal, a little over 40 seconds to go. Their perfect start to the season in jeopardy unless they can score here as they've got it 1st and 10. He finds his man complete. It's Shelton. Now Dak. Finding Schultz at 5 yards. Not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Here's Dak. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found